Hello everybody, Shadow SP here, and we are back playing more Granblue Fantasy. This time we're going after the next member of the Malice Menace tier, the raids. We're going to go after the Anima-Animus Core. Let's get into this. What is... Now, personally speaking, if I'm going to be 100% upfront and honest about this is my least favorite raid in this entire game. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and go with Lucifer. It's a Dark Element raid, so this is what we're going to be going with. Now, let's talk about my thought process here a little bit. So, this raid has a couple of gimmicks that are pretty annoying. Like, both of the gimmicks that it has are pretty annoying. One of them is significantly more hampering than the other, and the other one is mostly just an irritant, but it can kill you if you don't build around it. So the one that's mostly just an irritant is the Psychic Fusion stacks, where the boss basically it applies stacks of a debuff that basically means you skip your turn, and it's like Confusion. The Confusion debuff, where you skip your turn and hit an ally for, I think it's like 2,000 damage, something like that. That's it. Then the odds of that goes up the closer to 10 stacks you are, 10 stacks being the maximum, where I believe it's guaranteed. And if you hit an ally that has stacks of Psychic Fusion with a skill, that ally will lose 3 stacks. If I'm remembering that correctly. I think it's 3, yeah. Yeah, it's 3. The other gimmick is a field effect with a boost charge bar gain, and the most annoying part, skill cooldowns extended by 3 turns. Now, 3 turns is a lot. And this raid only has 1 charge diamond, so we're going to have to be doing a lot of speed turns, if that makes sense. So when we're coming down to this, we're building around trying to survive really heavy damage, because this boss does hit very hard. So we have to bring something defensive, so I ended up with Paladin. Because this boss has a lot of buff removal attached, the stackable defense buffs that we get from stuff like Doctor doesn't really work very well for it. So we're going with more instantaneous defenses with Paladin. I'm going to have the Onyx Carbuncle in the summon grid for the damage cut. We're working with the usual summons and stuff beyond that. Hold on, I think this grid is wrong. Oh yeah, no, never mind. Sorry, I was like, where's my Dark Opus? It's on the main hand. It's in the main hand specifically because of the heal on charge attack effect. Because we're not running Doctor, we're going to be pretty short on healing. So it's going to be between Lucifer, Lyria's heal, and main character charge attacking for Dark Opus heals to try to keep us healthy, so we don't get annihilated. All right. Let's get into it. Luckily, the field effect does come with 50% charge bar gain up, right? So we get this field effect here. Boosted charge bar gain, pretty useful for us. Alright, so we don't really want to push buttons until those buttons would do something for us. So let's go ahead and do that one. I probably should have used some stuff over here. That's okay. Should have used these 2 last turn. should be able to hopefully take advantage of this opportunity to use Lyria's skill to increase survivability, because usually we would suffer. So one of the special attacks deals extra damage based on the number of psychic fusion stacks you have. So avoiding that is preferable if we can. Alright, so we don't really have much for removing those buffs, but we can summon here. I'll use this, get this sticker. We're gonna hold off on using Albert's delay for a while. The biggest reason for that is that we want to make sure that we use the delay when when gravity falls off. Alright, 85%. We're approaching pretty fast. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. Let's go ahead and use his heal with Lyria. So the 85% is another one of the dispel triggers. If we can hit it on this turn, we should be in good position. Let's go ahead and run a damage cut. I will say that with the fact that the boss is AoE, Lyria's mirror image doesn't really do much, so we'll probably use that sooner rather than later, so it gets on cooldown. Okay, we're making progress. Making progress. Probably should have used this a couple turns ago. That's okay. Do get a shield, which isn't bad. So many turns, man. Let's go ahead and hopefully this is fine. This boss hits really hard. There's not much we can do about it because we can't really predict which one of its specials it uses, because it can use all of them at all times, and it adds one extra when it's in overdrive, which is pretty annoying. There's not much we can do about it, but I mean, it is what it is. Okay, so we're about to get Lucifer back. Okay, we should be just using this here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Okay. Getting to 65 is the next goal. Obviously, I mean, that's kind of just how the game works. Okay. There. No, okay. In that case, let's do this. The 10k damage reduction should be enough that we just don't take any damage. I don't think we'll hit the 65 on this turn. Especially not like now. So that's good. Okay, let's see. Something like this. So that should keep us from... we're trying to keep Albert alive so we can do damage with him. And because the 65% trigger is the shot-in rather than the other one, it doesn't have the dispel attached, so we keep our damage cut. If we delay this turn, next turn we'll still have the damage cut, so we should be good to take the trigger next turn also. Or not trigger, take the special next turn. Okay, so we've still got the 50% cut on. That's pretty good. We don't have any stacks, so we just attack in. Hopefully that's good enough. It should be. It's not the end of the world if we lose to Albert, but we do lose a lot of damage if we do. I should have used his first skill. Whoops. Okay, then we can use Summon Lucifer, keep everything above water. Let's go ahead and use this. And use our blue potion. Mostly because we need to make sure our main character stays alive. Main character is way more important than Albert. As you might expect. So we let that happen. Let's go ahead and use Proto-Joya to go for that delay. Nope, not that. And we're gonna just normal attack this turn. Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and do a couple Lyria skills. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I don't remember exactly how hard the hive mind triggers hit. So our biggest resource, right, is our summons because they're not affected by the field effect. So I'm glad that we got our summons off of cooldown. That was the biggest hurdle, is getting to that point. Alright, so we got hit with a strong arm, which is annoying, but not the end. Alright, and then we go ahead and use Sacred Protection. Keep ourselves safe. Okay, so we're about to hit break, which is going to be pretty good for us. Alright, I don't see any real reason why not to use attack up here. And we always use Lucifer on cooldown because it's the strongest healing option we have. Like, by quite a lot. And this is going to get us into break, which is pretty strong, because then we'll be able to push toward the 25% trigger without too much interference. Okay, we're going to go ahead and summon us a Nobio. Yep, I don't see any reason to do anything except just attack here. Okay, that's basically enough reason to want to use one of Lyria's skills. Do we use one right here? Yeah, I think we do. And I think we use this to try to land that charm, which we missed, but that's okay. It's not required that we hit the charm. And I'm holding on. I'm still holding Albert's delay for a minute, just in case we need it. And our shield got popped, so we put a new one up. It's kind of what we do by default here. Okay, main character got the charge attack up, so we've got a heal on deck. We got one turn before one more turn before we get our what do you call it? Phalanx back. We're about to hit the 25% trigger. In theory, we use Phalanx on this turn. The next turn to get the trigger. I mean, it hurts. It definitely hurts. I'll give you that. So this should be a hive mind trigger, which is a big AoE. It's not the end of the world. We can take that damage. And then we can delay. Reset skill cooldowns. And we summon Lucifer. We need more healing, so I think we use Lyria's heal. Do we go ahead? So we go ahead and use this for a little bit of extra healing. We have one more turn before we get that back. I don't really want to use Lyria's first skill right now because it'd be kind of wasteful. So let's just attack with him like this. Okay, we're taking a lot of damage here. Main character going down would be absolute disaster, so we're gonna go ahead and summon Carbuncle. Try to keep ourselves up and alive. We'll delay Lyria's first skill for one more turn. No, we'll do it now. Because it gives us shield. Now, there's a 10% trigger for Hive Mind that we're basically trying to rush forward now. And the hope is that Albert survives this turn so we can do our delay again. To keep everything sane, and we missed. Of course, we missed. Okay, where does that put us? That puts us in a really bad spot. Yep, sure does. How many turns left on this? We got one more turn, and Okay. Gotta do Proto Joya. Which also missed. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now we really do want Albert and Love Life to die. That would be preferable if they were to go down right now. Well, this sucks. Not much I can do about it. So this is the Hive Mind trigger. I've done as much as I can. Main character will survive because it's a single hit. So we're maxed out at 10k. Which we do have multiple substitutes in our back line. This is the reason why. Oh, that was technically the wrong turn to use that, but it's all good. I should have technically used that next turn after using the other thing. The gravity, so it's fine. We can deal with it. Alright, and we'll use our defense buff. We will go ahead and use that one. And let's attack. Getting some actual use out of Geisenberger in this position. Ow! Thank you, Paladin, for having guts. Freaking... Why does it hit so hard? I guess once we get past the 25% trigger, right, because it's Unleash True Power Plus, it just starts hitting a lot harder. Like, I don't know. There's not much. There's not much you can do beyond just kind of rush it down once you get to this point. I mean, we're obviously nursing our main character because, you know, if main character goes down, Lyria also goes down, which is bad. But I think we're at 1%. We should have it here. And with Lyria going down, we would also lose access to our summons. It's kind of our biggest advantage. So I mean, I didn't play that perfectly, but it could have gone a lot worse. I guess it couldn't have gone a lot worse. We did kind of make our moves with everything in mind. There were some delay options we could have done with Albert that we probably should have done that we didn't. Right, like, because we held it for quite a long time early on. If we'd been a little bit more aware of when gravity was going to fall off, like we could have done the double delay instead of singles, would have been a little bit better. Because, I mean, as hard as the boss hits without using its specials, its specials do hit a lot harder. Alright, so we've officially cleared Anima-Animus Core. I think that's we could have done better, but I really don't want to have to do it again because I hate this raid. And it's really hard to get us to improve our tools. That's the thing that we're currently at. Is the only tools we can really improve on, for the most part, are our main character and our grid pieces. Right? I could technically see a world where we bring Defense Awakening for the Forest Katanas, but we don't have those. And I could also see a world where we want to skill level 20 our swords, but I don't. Those are very expensive to uncap, so I've been kind of putting it off. Especially since I've been, working on some other stuff, like getting Opus. That was a big part of this. And I mean, there was no way we'd have done this without the Opus main hand. Like 1500 heals. Every time we charge attack is not a ton, but it obviously added up considering how many times we did, right? Like, if we look at, we should be able to battle log this one. Like, 15 charge attacks. Or no, 13 charge attacks, sorry. 15 skill uses. 13 charge attacks times 1500 HP, it's kind of a lot of HP. Alright, so, yeah. That's pretty much where we're at. We took that one down. I'm gonna farm that one. We've already talked about it a little bit, but it's the one that drops Agonize. We already have our Agonize fully uncapped, but I need to farm this to get the Anima to fully uncap my second Agonize. And once we get there, then we'll be good. We won't have to worry about that anymore, because I really do just dislike this raid a lot. So yeah, just 100 Hive God Anima. It's pretty nice because now I don't have to. Now that we've finished this, I don't have to spend pendants on it. I can spend those on other things that I desperately need to buy. So that'll be good. All right. Well, without any further ado, then this has been Shadow SP. Thanks for watching. Signing off.